Good morning, everybody. My name is Debbie, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a psychic medium and a transformational coach, mentor, and Reiki practitioner. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of a talk today. I'm going to wing it. I just felt I couldn't sleep this morning, so I just needed to share this. So I don't exactly know what exactly is going to come out, but bear with me. Okay, so over the last couple of days, I've been feeling like this niggle in me, like I need to do something to help, right? Now, I know this might sound all very Mother Teresa, but bear with me, because I've been seeing so much and hearing so much heartache and pain and suffering over this situation that shall not be named. And there's just so much heaviness and all sorts of emotions that are flying around, and completely understandably so. I mean, this is the situation that we're in. And I've been feeling like I need to do something about this, and I've been asking Spirit and asking Spirit and asking Spirit, like, what can I do? What can we do? Can't I juju this virus? Can't I just like bind it and put like a magic spell and just yeet it back to there and yonder from where it came from? And I just get nothing as an answer, because I expected this profound, this is what you can do, get a candle on a dark moon on a Tuesday. I was getting none of that. Okay. So over the last couple of days, I've just been hearing, and Spirit love to talk in short little spurts when it comes to me and my own stuff. So what I've been hearing is, remember who you are, remember who you are. You are light. Shine your light. Be the change you want to see. Have love, have compassion. That is the most powerful thing you can actually do in this situation. So I thought, okay, so how do we do that? And then Spirit showed me the dream that I had the other day. I don't really think it was a dream. It was like a half awake, half asleep vision / thought that I had. And in this situation, what I was shown, I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, but I'll mention it again for clarity's sake, is that on a soul level, this is our physical vessel, our human being body. This is our vehicle that carries our soul around. And as much as our bodies are very separate, I'm over here, you're over there, but on a soul energetic level, we are literally all one. We're all one consciousness. And the way they showed this to me is, like, if I'm sitting here, I look like this pillar of light. My soul is this light spark, if you will, and it uses my physical body to carry me around and to do the things that I need to do, and to experience the things that I need to experience. And then the person over there, and you and your neighbor and the person across the road is also this beautiful spark, this being of light. And what connects us, this is what blew my mind completely, is this little, I want to call it, not a leash. A leash is like a wrong connotation, but it's a connection, if you will. Okay? And it's a little connection that comes out of each of our hearts, and it connects us to one another. And information and energy flows through this leash, or this cable, if you will. Okay, it's like think of it as like an extension cord that's plugged into you and plugged into the next person, and information and energy flows through there. So I've always known this kind of like in theory, but when they actually showed it to me, I was like, okay, that is really, really cool. I never thought of it that way. So yeah, this is turning out to be a long video, but please bear with me. There's a point to this, I promise. Okay, so in this energetic connection, like I said, energy flows. No matter whether it's negative, no matter whether it's positive, the energy is neutral. It flows, right? So I asked Spirit, okay, so what do I do with this information that you're giving me now? And they said, all you can do from where you are is beam, like the Care Bears, beam love and light and healing and compassion and all this yummy good stuff out of your heart and then through this cable, it'll flow to everybody else. And their soul will use that energy for whatever they need it for, okay? Now, when we do energy healing, like Reiki healing, pranic healing, it's the same theory. We channel energy through ourselves, through our hands, into a being, a situation, an animal or whatever, right? And then the energy of that being, person, place, animal takes the energy and uses it, okay? So I thought, alrighty, so that is hence this video I'm wanting to do today, because what I've been reminded of is that the heart chakra, right? It's pretty much the seat of our soul, right? It is where unconditional love and compassion and joy and forgiveness and all that yummy, good, lovey stuff resides, okay? Now, what I was also reminded of is that the heart chakra governs our thymus gland, which is about here. It's like just above and in front of your heart, I think it is. But the thymus gland is here. And the thymus gland is responsible for regulating our immune system. Okay, sorry, I just saw a butterfly go through the window. Okay, so it governs our immune system. And when our hearts are happy and healthy and well, meaning our emotional state is raised and we're at optimal level, okay, that makes sure that we have a healthy thymus gland, which then regulates a healthy immune system. Do you see where I'm going with this now? Okay, so therefore, when it comes to our immune system in general, never mind for this situation that shall not be named, what we really need to do is to raise our vibration and to remember love, right? The opposite of fear and hatred and anger is love and compassion. So let us try and be mindful from now on to try and embody this state as much as we can. Obviously, people are suffering. There's pain and sadness and grief and loss and hurt and anger and out there. It is rough. So I'm not saying we mustn't express what we feel. Of course we must express what we feel, right? We must vent, we must purge, we must feel to heal, right? But the problem comes in when we build a house in that emotion, where we choose to make fear, anger, grief our natural state 24/7, right? Emotions need to move. Emotion, if you think of it as energy in motion, it has to move. And when it's unexpressed, when it's withheld, when it's dwelled in constantly, it lowers our immune system and it creates ailment somewhere in the body, usually heart chakra, okay? So what we want, and of course the heart chakra, doesn't it govern our heart and our lungs and our immunity once again, right? So therefore, let us try and get out what we're feeling. Let us journal or share with a friend or talk to a therapist or something to get this out of us, right? So that we can start to embody more love and compassion. And love and compassion does not mean fluffy sunshine and roses. No, love is universal, right? Love is the absence of fear. That's what love is, right? So when we embody that love as much as we can, that compassion and that kindness and all the yummy love stuff that goes with it, yes, it increases our immune system, but it also goes through those little cords I spoke about, and it infects the world around us with that same love, you see? And if anything that we've learnt from this situation that we're in is it is a great leveler outer, okay? What I mean by that is this situation, it knows no color, no gender, no religion, no social class. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. You can fall victim to it. Okay, it is a great leveler outer. So it's like we can't, and this is where the judgment comes in, because what I've been seeing personally all over social media is so much judgment of, oh, this one's doing this and that one's doing that and that one's not doing that and that. That is not helpful. Okay, it is not helpful, but we cannot judge at the same time, because I have my opinions, you have your opinions, they have their opinions, they have their opinions, and all opinions are okay for that person in that space, in their here and now moment. Okay, so we cannot judge that. However, we can choose to take a step back and not get infected by that judgment, that anger, that outburst, whatever it is. We can step back into neutral observer and say, okay, I respect you, I respect where you're at, but that doesn't have to infect my energy field, because here resides love and compassion. Does that make sense there? Okay, so therefore, let us not go into judgment of each other. We're all in this same ocean together. We're not in the same boat, no, but we're on the same choppy, wavy ocean, and we're all in our own little boats trying to navigate as best as we can. And what I'm feeling guided to do for all of us today is to give us the tools to help us to navigate this choppiness that's out there at the moment. And the best way to navigate is to remain in the neutral observer position, to remain in love, and to feel compassion for one another, because one of the side effects of this situation, what it's accidentally doing, as much as I believe that this situation is very, very malefic, I think is the right word, when I tune into the energy of the hoho, the nunu that is causing this whole thing, it is arrogant, and it is horrible, and it is nasty, and it is full of itself, and it doesn't give a shit. Sorry for my Swahili, but it doesn't. It doesn't give a shit whose life it touches, what it does, it doesn't care. Now, the opposite of that energy is love and compassion. So if we can remain in a state of love and compassion as much as what we possibly can, then we make ourselves immune. Now, I'm not saying that because, no, we mustn't have antidotes and things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, let's take care of our physical bodies. Let's observe the things that we should be doing, the sanitizing, the hand washing, the mask wearing, you know the story, the social distancing. Let us do that. But that's protecting us physically. Okay, we need to protect ourselves energetically as well, because they go together, right? We're not just a physical vessel, we're an energetic, spiritual being as well. So let us observe, let us take care of our well-being, vitamin C, vitamin D3, zinc, all that good stuff that goes with it. Let us do the social distancing, all that we're supposed to do, mandatory, blah, blah. But let us really, really take care of our energy. Let's keep our energy clean, and let it be full to the brim with love and compassion. And back to the situation, once again, being a great leveler outer, what I've also been seeing all over is the outpouring of love and compassion for others, because we're all reaching out to one another and loving one another and helping one another and being compassionate and offering comfort and solace. And that's the energy we want to see. Right? And also, this is everywhere, and understandably so. So let us choose, let us be mindful. What energy are we feeding this situation? Because let me tell you, the bug that's causing this, like I said, is arrogant and full of itself and doesn't give a damn, and is just here to just pillage, right? So what we want to do is, are we feeding this with judgment, because that's what it wants? Are we feeding it with anger, hatred, division, nastiness? Is that what we're feeding it? Because it'll just proliferate. It'll just soak that all up and get stronger and stronger and stronger. Or do we take our power back, right? and let us feed it with love and compassion and kindness and a little bit of a ray of sunshine and a little bit of a laugh and a little bit of upliftment. Whatever we can carry every day, let us pour that into the energy of our whole consciousness. Let us raise our vibration where we can, right? I'm not saying that we must try and fake positive. That's not what I mean. That doesn't work. Again, we have to feel it to heal it, right? We're going to have good days and we're going to have bad days. And when we're having those bad days, let us remember that a bad day is never permanent. Nothing is permanent, right? So I hope that makes sense there. I know that turned out to be a little bit long, but I just feel we need to build energetic immunity because it will help. I'm not saying it'll prevent us from getting the thing that's going around. It's not, that's not what I'm guaranteeing. I'm saying it gives us a fighting chance, right? Because when we're energetically strong and energetically filled with love and compassion, it levels everything out in positive ways. It changes everything. Because all over the media, all over the news, everywhere, it's doom and gloom and fear and more fear. And the antidote to fear is love. So now, another point I wanted to raise is that raising fear and talking about fear, and oh my God, this is all going to shit, that is not helping. That is not helping. Because you, let's say me, I'm like, oh my God, this is awful, fear. That goes, remember, it goes through that little hose pipe, it goes through that little cord, that little cable, and infects other people around me. That is not helpful, okay? But we can exercise caution. There's a big difference between fear and caution, right? Fear robs you of life force energy. It has got a hell of a low vibration and it lowers your immune system. We all know the effects of stress, and stress essentially is fear in concentrated form, right? So we all know the negative effects of that. So if we replace that with love and compassion and even a little bit of patience, and replace it with caution gently guides you forward, one baby step at a time. Whereas fear stops you dead and it does not let you evolve. So let us not let this situation stop us from evolving and growing and becoming better, right? Let's not let fear do that. Let's let caution do that. And caution, not just physically, as in caution, wearing masks, sanitizing, all the rest, that is caution. That is, let's be cautious in how we do this. But let us also be cautious, equally as cautious, with our energy too. Okay, as in, let us block out the fear, let us let the love in, let the compassion in, the kindness, and all that positive, yummy stuff that just uplifts and gives us a little bit of a leg up. Let us do that. Let us choose that, because we are conscious creators. We have choices in every moment of our waking life. We have choices. So let us ask ourselves today, are we going to choose fear, low vibration, immunity destroying, or are we going to choose caution and love, which raises our vibration, makes us better, and elevates our immune system? The choice is ours to make. So I'm hoping that helps you. Let me have your feedback in the comments below. Love reading your comments, as you know. And just sending you all so much love and light and kindness and upliftment, and big hugs for all those that are grieving and that are experiencing loss. My heart goes out to every single one of you. I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of you and vibe high. Lots of love.